Hey guys, my name's Mary Lily.
I'm Marshall. And I'm Caitlin. And we're the hosts of Unveiled Opinions.
Three newlywed girlies with a podcast on any and everything wedding related. Hey guys.
Hi.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
What's up, Marsh? How are you?
I'm good for finally getting insurance and everything
And
squared
the
away
condo's coming along.
with our condo since, the great flood that we had. That's what Gil and I keep calling it, the great flood of 2025. So, yeah, that makes me feel a little better that we're making moves now.
Well, that's good. We got one and we lost another.
Yeah.
Caitlin's taking the night off. She just has some personal stuff going on. But we're starting this gifting series with or without her.
Even though it's like her thing.
I know. Thanks, Caitlin, for providing most of the content for the episode. You guys, we'll try our best to keep ourselves on track and give you the facts like Caitlin always does.
Yes, when she rounds us up.
Yeah, so we'll try not to get too sidetracked.
We'll try. We'll do our best.
But what have you been up to, Marsh, before we jump in? Just the condo, I guess.
Yeah, just meeting with every single insurance and mitigation and restoration and answering the same questions over and over.
Terrible.
Because none of them know what happened.
No, none of them.
They don't talk.
It's annoying.
So, but that's just, life, I guess, right now.
Right.
What about you?
We're renovating my condo, so it's good. We're just slowly but surely getting there. So, no, it's exciting, I guess.
What project are you looking forward to the most?
The kitchen.
Yeah.
But we've got a minute before that starts.
Kitchen renos are fun, but they can be a lot.
Well, everyone is so busy right now. All the contractors are, and so it's so hard to find someone. So Matthew finally, Matthew is a contractor himself and cannot find anyone who has the time for a smaller project.
Right. Yeah.
And he finally had to go to Lowe's, or maybe he went to Home Depot and get a random quote from the desk. And even they were like, we can't meet with you for another week.
Oh my gosh.
Another week, another month.
That's what I'm worried about with once we actually have figure out what's needed for our condo with the water damage and everything, finding someone to do it, because it's not going to be a really big project,
right?
But it has to get done. There's brown spots on our ceiling.
Right. No, it's really annoying.
Yeah. Just adult things like that.
I know. Home ownership. It's awful.
No, I sometimes miss renting low key.
I do, but I don't.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to do what you want with
you
your
always
house.
lived in a building though that had a maintenance person.
Yes.
I never did. So
you had
I never
that really annoying landlord that lived in California.
Yes.
Or whatever, yeah.
So I never have had just a team that will pick up and help me, I feel like.
Yeah, I never did anything. They changed light bulbs and everything for me.
Yeah,
so.
no. I had I lived in an old building and my landlord lived in California and never responded to my emails. I basically had to threaten him for him to respond. Yes. And then I became his mole in the building and spied. It was a fourplex kind of thing. It was a small a house, smaller thing. So it was a really old building though. So there was always issues. And yeah, my landlord was in LA living the life.
Yeah. Collecting y'all's rent.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's really all house stuff. Boring. The weather's finally getting nicer.
The weather's nice. I've been self-tanning because I felt really ugly.
Oh, you look great.
Thanks. Yeah, I just felt winter uglies were really kicking me.
Oh my God.
So I'm ready for summer.
No, I'm
ready
so
to be
ready
at the pool.
for summer.
I'm ready to be at the beach. I need sunshine. I'm ready for that.
Me too. Yes, but we're going to start the gifting series and talk about bridesmaids' proposals today.
Which is super exciting.
No, it's one of the first things you do.
Yeah, I feel like it's your first thing that as a bride, you're you plan and execute it. So
no, it's really fun. So yeah, it's the beginning of the year. A lot of people get engaged over the holidays. So hopefully we can help some of you who are putting these together right now.
Give you some ideas.
So back to asking your bridesmaids. It doesn't have to be a gift, really. It's, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel we also should take a page out of boys' books and maybe just text them first and make sure like they can do it and be like, these are your obligations kind of.
Like,
or
give
like
them the overview of when it is and what's expected, I guess.
Right. Like, I just think in like, if you have parties or if you expect them to do a bachelorette or like if you don't expect them to, but you are doing one, I think just like nowadays it is nice to like give them like a lay of the land. I didn't do that, but
yeah, I didn't really do that either. I think I kind of did it as I went. I was like, if y'all can come, like, great. If you can't, like, no worries. But it probably would have been nice for people to know what they were getting into before they just said yes to this box that I gave them.
No, I agree. And like, I texted some people and was like, hey, I'm sending you something, but like, then it didn't get there. And like, they never followed up. So I don't know if I was like clear enough. You know what I mean?
Like what it was. Yeah.
Yes. And so like, I think set like your expectations at the beginning to like get the best outcome.
Right. Yeah. Because I mean, people have a lot going on and it is a commitment to be a bridesmaid. I mean, I know it, like some weddings, it's more expensive, more time than others, but you know, everyone has lives.
Yeah. And like with travel and everything, and if there is travel, you know, that can be complicated, or if they have to buy a dress. So I think just thinking about all of that stuff and like think about that at the beginning, like your bridesmaid's journey financially.
Yeah, what you expect from them. I think it can just be really helpful because, you know, if you expect a lot and then don't say anything, then your feelings are probably going to be hurt. But then your bridesmaids didn't know that you expected anything from them.
Right. And also like try and be a little chill.
Yeah, if you can. I know that wedding planning is so stressful, but don't take it out on your friends.
Right. And like, don't like, I also know that there's like all these comparative stuff. I feel on like Instagram and stuff, but like you don't have to like do all of that.
You don't have to spend a ton of money.
Yeah. You don't have to ask your friends to spend a ton of money just so you look cool. Yeah. I mean, if you can, like, great, more power to you. But like,
but it's not expected. Like, don't compare yourself to influencers who get most of this stuff gifted to them.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Olivia Culpo's like bridesmaids bags had so many products, and like the internet PR. Knew she was a bride too.
Yeah.
I feel like people like sponsored that stuff.
Yeah. They get stuff sponsored. They get PR that they stick in bags.
And like Alex Cooper's was really crazy. I remember.
But like, that's not
real life
for most people, and that's fine.
And if you're asking a lot of people, like say you have a lot of family or a lot of friends, you know, it adds up quickly.
It does.
Do set a budget, and then you have to like divide that by how many people are there, and then try and get a gift in that number. And honestly, that's like kind of hard these days because inflation.
Facts. But also it's just like, think about what you really want to include as well. Like, have a number in mind if you can, or just have like specific things that you want to include, because once you know, you can kind of like adjust your budget.
Right.
Accordingly.
Like maybe you really scour Etsy for like the kind of cups you want at a really like low discount, or you wait till Black Friday.
Yeah, like seasonal sales, stuff like that. So I feel like if you can plan ahead, if you want to do something like a proposal box, if you can plan ahead, then you can definitely like not break the bank.
Right. And I think another thing to think about when budgeting is like, what do like the bridesmaids actually want? And like, are you going to give them something that they like are going to use, or are they going to like throw it out and be done with it? So I think like you want it to be sweet, you want it to be cute for the Instagram, but like also like try and be a little practical.
Yeah. And like maybe tie stuff into like your wedding. Like that's what I tried to do. I think I only included 2 things and then like a little card with like.
Yeah. Wait, let's tell them what we each did.
So I did smaller boxes, and I did the like mini diptyque candles in the rose scent because I knew I was going to have roses at my wedding. And then to tie in with
very chic. I love mine. It's on my coffee table.
They do smell really good. And then the Sugarfina little like box gummies. I think I did the rosé ones for those once again to just like tie in with everything. And then I got these like "Will you be my bridesmaid" kind of like gift tags from Etsy. And then on the back, I like wrote like personal stuff just like about our friendship and everything. And that was the box. And I think I did 7 Yeah, 7 of them. So.
And then where did you get the wrapping, or what did you do for wrapping?
I got the boxes from Michael's. Like, they were a little big for like what was in them, but I put that like stuffing kind of stuff in them.
Easter grass.
Yes. And then I just wrapped them with ribbon.
They also call it shred.
Do they?
Yes, sorry.
See, I don't know these
If
things.
you're like Googling it to buy, it's called shred.
Makes sense though. Yeah. And then I did like glitter tulle ribbon that one of the bridesmaids did complain about. Glitter got everywhere.
It got everywhere in my house too.
Keep that in mind. But, you know, we have vacuums, so it should be all right.
No, it was good. I loved it. It was really cute. Yeah, I just remember like you were coming over one night to like have like wine and watch movies.
Yeah.
You guys, Marshall and I used to literally have like wine nights like once a week, and they would go until like 1 a.m.
Yeah, and we never felt that great after.
No, and I would basically like be putting on my pajamas, and Marshall like would just be like,
yeah, and then it's like, all right, bye. It was like your old couch.
Yes, we sat on that couch for like hours at a time and dissected everyone.
I had to ship my sister-in-laws to Florida. I did have to do that, but I had to text her and be like, hey, like,
Right.
I'm sending you something. And I think it was like at her old condo, something was like weird with the mailbox.
I know,
system,
that stuff's so annoying.
Her mom or her mother-in-law, which I actually preferred because her mother-in-law, like, I knew she was gonna. Like,
That's like my sister. They like stuff gets they have a townhouse, so they don't like to have stuff delivered there. So they do have a PO box for their mail, but then like also we can mail it to her husband's office. But I'm like, this is so bizarre. So I mailed to her husband's office like this bridesmaid's box.
Make sure it doesn't get stolen. But like, yeah. So I think I might have even texted her mother-in-law and was like, hey, like, I'm sending something to Canty. Like, can you please like be on the lookout for this?
Highly recommend doing that.
Yeah. Yes, because sometimes boxes get lost in the mail.
Yeah.
And they never get received.
Or they get denied.
Oh, there's that too.
I did boxes. I was like trying to run a gifting business at this point. Like, so I really wanted them to be like cute and like use them for like promo. I like did Valentine's Day themed. It really didn't have anything to do with my wedding. I like love hearts though.
Yeah.
And like pink. And I think it was like around February when I asked you guys. And so I just was like, whatever.
You just went with it.
Yeah.
It worked.
And I did like pale pink shred. And then I remember like did so much random stuff. I got like a hole puncher that was hearts and made homemade confetti.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Then
was so cute, though.
I got these chocolates, which I love these Louis Sherry chocolates.
They were so good.
I like collect the boxes, and I found one that literally looked like a mailbox for Valentine's. So I was like, oh my God, it just tied into the theme so well. And then I got you guys a Glossier lip gloss, a scrunchie, and some bracelets, one that said Amore. Also, my china says Amore. So I was like, I don't know, kind of goes.
It's a scrunchie.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's like on my nightstand.
Oh, that's nice. And then there was a little acrylic like block, and it just had a heart painted on
I've
it.
seen those now, like at like little gift shops.
They were by the Painted Petal. Shout out.
Really cute. Yeah.
I think that's all right.
I think, and then like the "Will You Be My Bridesmaid?"
Oh yeah, and then there was a little like postcard in there.
Yeah.
And I think like it might have said like the date on the back.
I think it did have something like that.
And then I just made those on Canva. And I just did the boxes that are like those glossy boxes that have a magnetic closure. They're gift boxes. And I put shred in them. And I just did a hot pink like ribbon around them. So
They were cute. But yeah, I still use the Glossier. I mean, I ate all the chocolate like immediately. It was really good.
but I do see all the little tins like around everyone's house when I go.
Yeah.
And I like love
It's
that.
cool to see. Like, I have the little heart like block in our guest bedroom, like on the dresser, and then I have the Glossier and the scrunchie on my nightstand.
Oh, I love it.
So I use those, you know. So it's like nothing went to waste.
Well, and Marshall, so they literally sold out of all of the chocolate boxes, you guys. And I didn't have enough. Like I even got one of my bridesmaids a different one because I could not find it anywhere. I was scouring the internet. And so I didn't save one for myself, which I really wanted one. And then one of my bridesmaids said no, and I had given her those chocolates. I was so pissed. So again, like text them expectations. Also, I think that like avoids a conflict, like because it was super awkward. Like, you know what I mean?
You kind of just assume that people are going to say yes. Like they're like your best friends, they're your family. And
especially since I was in this girl's wedding 3 months before.
Right. So you just, I mean, I would assume.
Yeah. So basically I had to have Marshall dig out the chocolate box from her trash. She was like cleaning. She was like, oh my God, I was just cleaning stuff out and I threw it away. I was like, give it back. But so most people have the box.
Gained it and gave it back to you. So it worked out.
No, I know. Thank you. Yeah. What are some like do's and don'ts of proposals?
Don't spend a lot of money if you don't have it. No one cares that much. I think that's
number one.
Do not break the bank over this. Like you do not have to even spend money if you don't want to. That's a big one. Neither one of us did it, but the expectations maybe beforehand, I think could save you a lot of stress.
No, I think it could save you a lot of stress, and it saves like your bridesmaids a lot of stress, like from knowing what like the financial like commitment is going to be and just the overall commitment.
Yeah. Because, you know, people are in between like, you know, phases of life, stuff like that. And also if you have like a long engagement, like you could be in a great spot at the beginning and then like later, like not
awkward. So no, but that happens like a lot.
Yeah.
And people like could drop out and say no. And
someone dropped out of mine.
Yeah, like things happen.
People like, you know,
And Marshall and the girl didn't even get in a fight.
No, she literally just got pregnant and her baby was due like 3 weeks before my wedding. Like that was it. So no hard feelings at all. Still see her all the time.
If you're worried about like numbers and someone says no, I think that's also a good reason to text before everyone like Instagrams the box.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. Like so true.
Yeah. And before like you waste so much money.
Yeah. Because like, you know, you did have a lot in your boxes and it was like stuff that you would have wanted to.
I know.
So yeah, there's that.
Do you think they're truly for the bridesmaids or do you think they're more for the bride?
I think they're more for the bride. Like to kind of just like, I mean, it is a fun and really exciting thing to like put together. And I feel like gifting is like my like love language or whatever. So I feel like I also probably buy gifts for people that like they might not care about all the time anyways, but I really enjoy it. But I don't really think any bridesmaids like, oh my God, I can't wait to get this bridesmaid like proposal box. Like they're cute, but I think it's more for the bride.
Yeah, I feel like I can't remember one. I love them all, but like that I was like, oh my God. I've gotten like a little coffee table book about like the place where it was going to be. Caitlin, love you, Kate, gave us these champagne flutes with our like names on them in a sticker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we had to keep track of them until the wedding and bring them to the wedding.
I probably would have broken it or lost it, but that's just because of the type of person I am.
Well, and it was plastic. I was like, I want to bring this to like the pool or like put it in the dishwasher.
Yes, and then you like leave it somewhere. That's cute though, like the champagne.
No, it was cute. I think she gave us that and like heart sunglasses, and we all brought those to the bachelorette. A lot of responsibility, Kate. And then she gave us like under eye masks and there was like cards that like said it. And it was cute and like simple. And I used all of the stuff.
It's always great when you actually use the items.
Right.
And they're not, and because you do feel bad. If like, I feel like we were talking earlier about if do you throw this stuff away? Like you feel bad.
No, seriously. I feel like I like keep the bags for the longest. I'm like, why do I need this random tote bag anymore? I don't.
I know. And it's like if like I'm always cleaning out my house because it's literally
no offense. Small. I literally threw away your bridesmaid's bag like not that long ago. And I only remembered it was from yours because it still had the blue tag on it.
Yeah. I literally got cheap ones from Amazon because I was like, I know that no one really needs another tote bag. Exactly. I just need something to hold the stuff.
Right. And like,
and it's like easy to leave like from the wedding. Like I think that was, the bridesmaid bag. Yeah. It's like you need another bag to like get all your crap. But like, I mean, I was like, I don't care if people throw these away at all.
Yeah, I feel like you also have to kind of be like that too with whatever. Like,
yeah. Because it's just like, I mean, you have so much stuff and everyone, you get home and you're like, oh my gosh, where am I going to put any of this?
Well, and if you're in a lot of weddings, like it's a little like annoying. So.
You get a lot of stuff. I don't think think I did that much personalized, like overall, just because you get a lot of that.
You gave us personalized YSL lipsticks. That was further down the line.
That was further down the line, but that was like not, it didn't say Bridesmaid. It had like your initials. So it was like you could use it later.
Right. No, I like that stuff. I like initials.
I like initials too. I feel like if you want to do like bride tribe stuff, like, you know, maybe limit it.
Yeah, but if you want to do bride tribe stuff, I feel like buy it yourself. Like,
yeah, and do that. Like, I feel like that's like a bachelorette thing too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just can't get your feelings hurt if someone
can't do it.
Yeah.
Or doesn't want the stuff.
All of the above. Throws it away. Doesn't want it.
Okay, so do you think it should be luxury, simple, or heartfelt?
I mean, I think maybe a little bit. Like, it depends on you and your friends. Like,
right. I think only luxury of like, you're like big into like luxury items.
All of your friends in that, like, and you, like, that's like what y'all are like known for, and like y'all bond over luxury like experiences. Like, that would make sense. But I don't think you should do that if
you can't afford it.
Yeah. Don't do it then. And don't be like random about it. Like, don't randomly decide you want to like.
Well, also it puts a big obligation on someone if they feel like you just bought them a really nice gift.
Yes.
Like if you like go and get them all Tiffany's necklaces, they're gonna be like, what the fuck, I didn't even want to go to this.
Right. Like, I was gonna say no, but like,
yeah, now I feel obligated.
And also it puts kind of pressure on you as the bride, because if that's what you're getting them right off, like,
yeah, that's what you're teeing it up with.
You're teeing it up with something super luxurious. You're gonna have to follow up with that.
Yeah, because there's bridesmaids gifts, and I feel like you kind of like save that for like the nicer part for that.
Yeah, like I feel like the proposal can be like, it can be very simple.
Right. We posted one on our Instagram the other day that I loved. Marshall actually found it, but it was like roses or like a little bouquet. It literally could be from like the grocery store or like Trader Joe's. And then they had like a newspaper that she got from Pinterest wrapped around it that said like, will you be my bridesmaid, and like some cute stuff. I like loved that.
I know. It was like, it's very simple. Like, you can literally like meet your girlfriends for like wine or go to their house or whatever and hand them that. Like, it doesn't have to be anything insane. One of my friends asked me to be her bridesmaid or maid of honor. I was at dinner with my husband, and she called the restaurant and had them send me over a glass of champagne, and on the napkin wrote, will you be my maid of honor?
Like, I love those ones.
Yeah.
And then it's like you get to like enjoy, you like got to enjoy the glass of wine. Yeah. You get to enjoy the flowers.
Yeah. And it's very simple, but like heartfelt. And it's like, obviously I love champagne, so like it didn't go to waste.
Duh.
But yeah, like you don't have to do anything crazy. It can, or just like take your girlfriend out for coffee. Or, you know, if like this is something, if y'all meet for coffee, like that's like you have a standing date or something.
Yeah, you can always personalize it to each person in your bridal party.
You don't have to do the same thing for everyone.
Yeah, you don't have to make some Instagram worthy like gift and make everyone post it on their story. Like,
so you can repost it. Like if you want to do that, like that's what everyone did for mine, and it was cute and I liked it. But like I'm chronically online, so
right.
It works.
So if you were redoing your wedding, would you do yours the same way or would you do it different?
I think I would do it the same.
I would do it different, but I would just do it more simple, and I would text people before.
Yeah, I would start off with the text before and be like,
I like feel like I would do the flowers if I did it today.
Flowers is cute. I remember thinking about doing flowers and then being like, I was trying to think of the logistics of it.
Yeah, because you like to do arrangements, so you were probably thinking like in that idea.
Yes, and then I was like, well, none of my friends are in the same friend group either. I feel like that would be such a great thing if you just had like one big girls' night too, and like almost did like a bouquet bar or something.
Right, that'd be fun to make your own arrangement.
Yeah, I felt like, but then I was like, I'm gonna be like seeing all these people like at different times, and But
also flowers, I feel like are an easy-ish thing to ship, but it's expensive.
Exactly, because I was like, I would have to ship it to Florida, and I'm like, I feel like at that point I'd have to like just order an arrangement or something. So the logistics, I felt like for me it was easier to just do like the little boxes. But I do love the flower idea. I think it's cute.
Yeah, no, boxes are kind of easier logistically. Also, like we've said before, like Shein, I know it's like, but you can find stuff that's like kind of useful or like kind of cute. They have like scarves, or like, I remember one of the gifts for one of my like a favor we gave out was like a little Twillies. Like you could give someone a Twilly with a little tag on it and like that says, will you be my bridesmaid? And that's like $1 from Shein.
Yeah, and apparently Temu, I've never ordered from there, but a lot of people are.
Wait, also, I don't know if they're still shipping stuff from China. Didn't Donald Trump stop that?
Like the tariffs and stuff. Or you might have to pay. Like I remember when I worked retail, we would have to ship stuff like from our online store. And if it went to Canada, it wouldn't show up at checkout. But once they got the package,
okay, well, so maybe don't try and buy international stuff.
Just check on all that before you purchase.
Yeah, we're not doctors.
Or mail service people.
Or like the one thing I would call us is shoppers, but we clearly don't even know.
I know, but I feel like that's fairly new. So, don't hold us to anything.
Right.
Shop local and you won't have to worry about that.
Exactly. And you can also go to Michael's and find like cute stuff to like bedazzle. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of options.
That's where I got my boxes and my shred from, my pink shred.
That's great.
From Michael's.
Also, you can always buy stuff off Uline, which is pretty cheap. Yeah,
you can.
Then you'll get a catalog, though, to your house once a month, and it's so thick.
It's so thick and heavy. Oh, my gosh. But, yeah, you could do that. And then you don't have to order stuff from, like, Etsy either. Like, get on Canva and make something like you did.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And Canva's free. I mean, there's a pro version, but, like...
But you can do a lot on the free one.
Yeah, you really can.
I think I used it for my wedding for something.
I used it for my wedding for a lot of stuff.
I totally forgot. Oh, the Uber thing.
Yeah.
Like 2 nights before the wedding on the free one, not the pro one. So do that.
And I had no idea.
Good.
Have you ever felt like you were asked to be a bridesmaid out of like obligation?
No, because I feel like most of like my friends and family didn't even have a bridal party. So the ones that have asked me, I feel like they really actually wanted me to be there.
No, same. All of Matthew's siblings were like married before I was like married to Matthew. So it wasn't like random, you know what I mean?
Right. Like, you have to include family. Like 2 of my sister-in-laws, they didn't do any wedding party. And then the other one didn't ask us to be in it. So it was fun. Yeah. So no obligation there.
Okay. What's the best proposal gift you've ever received and the worst?
All like very similar, honestly.
I know.
I don't feel like I've ever like received a bad one. I think they've all been kind of more like things I like or on the simple side. Like, so I don't think my friends are really the type that's going to get junk.
So you don't want to say mine just because I'm right here?
For which one? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I already told you I still use.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so like I still use
what's your worst one?
I like don't think I have any bad ones because I don't think nothing's sticking out in my mind. I mean, I think I got like a bunch of candy in one, which like I like candy, but did I need all that candy? Probably not.
No.
But yeah, I don't think I've really gotten a bad one. To be fair, I have not been in that many weddings, like probably like 5.
Right. I don't think I've ever gotten a bad one at all.
Yeah.
But Eleanor, my friend, she didn't really have a bridal party. And she just gave us all heart magnets because her new last name was going to be Heart, and little like gold heart studs that were really little. Cute, yeah. And like it was just like cute and simple, but like not, you know what I mean? It just wasn't like a ton of stuff. I think she got it all from Amazon. And like that was just like cute and simple. So I think like it's just like a nice gesture, honestly.
Yeah. And it like ties in with like she had like a theme clearly, like so.
Right.
That's cute. All ties in together.
Okay, we actually just have some tips for our game. Think about what would be meaningful to each bridesmaid instead of just following Pinterest trends. Oh, we already said this.
Yeah, look at us. Thinking ahead.
We said all of this stuff.
And we didn't even look at this stuff before.
I know. It says to like put as much as you can information about what the wedding party will include.
I really think all I did was include the date of the wedding.
No, I think so too.
Like, I mean, I think everyone knew it was going to be in Pawleys Island just because of like talking about it. But I think I really did just include the date.
Right. One other tip that's on here is asking people early.
Yeah.
Just so they know, which I think is a good thing.
I think I went back and looked at my pictures. I asked like almost an entire year. I was like engaged for a year and a half. And or around that. And I asked them in November of 2021 and got married in November of 2022. So like it does give you a good, like long time. So it's not like last minute.
Also, usually when you're being asked to be a bridesmaid, like most of your friends are getting married. So you do have a lot of weddings. Like, and if you're not going to be a bridesmaid in one and you are going to be a bridesmaid in one, like the same weekend, you're probably going to go to the one you're a bridesmaid in. So like,
that's true.
It's just good to know. So if you're RSVPing to other stuff, and just like good to tell everyone up front.
Yeah, that's true. I remember there was one year, I think it was the year before I got married, I was invited to 3 weddings on the same wedding weekend, and one of which was my brother. So obviously that's one I went to. But wedding season gets crazy, especially I feel like there's always a year where everyone is getting married that year.
Some last minute stuff is just, it's like super exciting. It's the beginning of being engaged. So make it a celebration of your friendships and not just a wedding formality. Some DIY things are a scavenger hunt, a casual bridesmaid Q&A game, a DIY wine night. But yeah, so I think whether you do a cute box that everyone's going to Instagram or you do just a sweet letter, like snail mail, pretty stationery, then whatever, I think as long as you have clear expectations and it's thoughtful, like it's good.
Yeah, and I guess it would be hard, but try not to put people on the spot. Like, you know, when you hand them the box or ask them or whatever, be like, you can take time to think about this, like no rush or anything. I mean, they're in my head. I'm like, please tell me yes, like right away. But, you know, sometimes people have to talk stuff over with like, you know, their significant other or whatever. Just like make sure that like this is something they can commit to, and just try not to get all in your feelings because it's hard and you're stressed. But these are your friends, hopefully.
Right. I think, no, that's good advice. So I think we're wrapping that up. Yeah. Are we done? Okay, everybody, we'd love to hear from you about the best or most unexpected bridesmaids proposals you've ever received or seen, or any really bad ones. So send us a DM at Unveiled Opinions Podcast on Instagram or on TikTok. And if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with a fellow bride-to-be. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.